Ladies, I hate to remind you this, but it's necessary. Especially if you have scored high on the approval seeking, also known as recognition seeking or attention seeking schema, which a lot of you girls have. It's not a bad thing necessarily. The problem is it just comes off as, or how we think we are approaching situations is we are thinking of other people. We're trying to be kind, considerate, but when we are not aligned with our values, with our core truths, and we know it, and we're frustrated or angry or resentful or scared, or we just idolize other people or their opinion, their approval of us. Okay, number one, the problem is it's idolization. Okay, they're an idol, right? Your worth and value does not come of a person's opinion or compliment or acceptance of you. And secondly, three things, right? Secondly, it's a form of that masculine energy of us neglecting our own needs, abandoning our truth so that other people can like us, for that guy to notice us, right? Anytime we're trying to outsource someone's, trying to get a certain result for them to like us, guy, girl, it doesn't matter, right? But that is a form of masculine energy, and it takes away from your power, your innate self-worth, your value as a female. And the third issue is it quickly gets into manipulative energy. I know it. I did not think of myself as some manipulative, rude person, but it took out a few mentors to really help me understand anytime, again, we are losing sense of ourselves, we're trying to gain something outside of us, a person's approval, attention, and we change who we are because we're afraid of being a disappointment or failure or not noticed, or whatever our reasonings are. We are kind of manipulating, because real love means you love yourself to be who you are and who you need to be. And real love is someone chooses you and loves you for you. Okay, so whether we're saying it's a little bit of that manipulative energy, doesn't matter if that's not what we meant it, but it is what it is. I'm just giving you some different ways to frame this perspective. Manipulative energy, masculine energy, trying to get a certain result outside of you to the point where you're neglecting your embodied truth. And then back to the first one, which was, what was the first one? Oh, great, ladies. I couldn't go backwards. But anyways, my point is, just remember, I know that you women have good hearts and you mean well, but part of the maturing process as a woman, regardless of what age you are, is you embodying, accepting yourself. And yes, you can be kind, but the problem with like the approval seeking schema, plus if you have self-sacrifice schema, you're doing things bending over backwards, suppressing yourself. And so this is that religious works issue. On the outside, oh, I'm in ministry, I do good things, I say yes to this, I help out in the community, I'm that person that people can rely on. But the problem is, and this is where I believe God really tests our purity, what's on the inside? Are you angry? Are you resentful? Are you frustrated? Are you burnt out? Have you abandoned yourself? Are you just suppressing? Are you just checked out? Or ideally, you are giving out of your abundance. You said yes, and your yes means yes. You're volunteering, you're giving your time because you desire, it's embodied, and your energy will be different. And that's how I believe God looks at us, okay? So if we're talking about health, healing, being in your feminine, all of that, we are trying to become aligned with ourselves, which means we tune into ourselves, our emotions, our desires, our needs, and learn how to speak up, have boundaries, just truly represent us so the outside world can really see the real reflection of us. And our greatest commandment is love, and that means you being true to yourself, to other people. So hopefully this reframes a couple things for some of you. So make sure to dig in a little bit more into the maladaptive schemas. If you haven't yet, remember I have the linked maladaptive schemas tab. Listen to some of those videos. You can even go on YouTube and learn so much more about it. But just the more we start to understand, hey, You don't have to bend over backwards at the expense of you neglecting yourself. That's not you and your feminine power. So just a takeaway message from today. Let me know what questions you have, and I'll talk to you later.